I get this question a lot, like, Albright, do I need meds to recover from anxiety? Hi, coach. That's how most of you come. Hi, coach, do I need meds to recover from anxiety? And if I'm taking meds, will they prevent me from recovering? First of all, I'm not a doctor. That's the first answer to this question. I'm not a doctor. And what I'm always sharing with you here is just from my experience with anxiety, how I was able to like struggle with anxiety and how I was able to come to the other side of fear. And also, most of the time, my recovery came from two books. If you have been in this channel long enough, I've always like mentioned these two books: At Last Alive by Paul David and Hope and Help for Your Nerves by Claire Weeks. So personally, meds never worked for me. I just took them for like 2 months because I felt like they were making me more fatigued. I was more numb. My symptoms were still there, and I asked myself, I'm still feeling this way, and I'm taking these meds and I'm having this chronic OCD. I'm taking these meds, but there is no difference. I'm still tired. I'm numb and all that stuff. I was like more of like a zombie. Then that's how I decided to like literally withdrew from those meds. I weaned off because I had not taken them for long, so I didn't need the help of a doctor. I literally only took them for like 2 months, like 2.5 2 months there. So basically, taking meds is not bad. Even Claire Weeks in her book, like, she talks about you can take meds if they can remove the edge. We don't judge people who take meds. Sometimes they are the only option that is available. Even me, when I was struggling with anxiety in the beginning, meds were the only option that were available. And if they were not working, then I literally just like wean them off. And if you have been taking meds for 50 years, for 40 years, for 30 years, for 20 years, for 10 years, that one you'll need help. Like, you'll need the help of a professional to wean off. You can't just wean off. You have been taking meds for like 20 years and you want to wean off. It's not making sense, right? So you'll have to, like, with the help of your doctor, you'll have to like literally wean off gradually. The thing is, you can take meds and still apply the principles of anxiety recovery. There is no shame in that. You can still take meds and still apply the principles of anxiety recovery, and then at some point you'll realize that you can do this alone and you don't need the help of meds. That's when you'll start like gradually weaning off, gradually withdrawing from those meds, because even when you're taking those meds, you'll still have to do the work later. So at least it will be bearable. At least you'll be able to do the work alone. That's when you'll find that I can be able to stand alone and I don't need these meds. But at this particular time, if you're still taking meds, you have taken them for 10 years, you have taken them for 20 years, you can't just withdraw like that. You'll have to like literally get the help from your doctor to like literally wean off. So personally, to each their own. Personally, meds never worked for me. That's just from my experience, and literally I had to withdraw from them. And they prevent you from recovering? You can apply the principles of anxiety recovery while taking meds, and at some point you'll be able to realize that you can do recovery on your own without the like literally the need of meds, and that's when you'll be able to like wean off gradually.